What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Brian and I are heading out to pick up my first modification for my new to me Jeep Wrangler. And I've never done this before. I've never bought a used part for a vehicle, but this is a deal I don't think I can really pass up. So we're actually doing a double video style today. Brian is actually going to check out the new 2021 Toyota Supra.
I'm so pumped to finally see what the 21 is like. I drove my 2020 tuned Supra in the stock map all day today to fill it out again. So I'm excited to see what the new one has to offer. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be dropping him off and hopefully check it out for a little bit. And then it's time to pick up an actual functional mod for the stock Jeep, which is gonna be awesome. And I'm going to be testing this product out hopefully next week.
I think so.
I think we gotta check it out next week. All right guys, so we just made it down to Flow Toyota of Statesville, and Brian already got the keys to the 2021 Toyota Supra. It's gonna be awesome for him to check this out and compare it to his 2020. If you're not a follower of the channel, and I think it looks good in red. It matches the Jeep. Should we take it home because it matches? Yeah. What do you think so far? You drove it 10 feet.
It's weird being in my, it's the same on the inside.
Yeah.
It's the same car.
So main differences, just throw this into the video real quick. We got a little bit higher horsepower and torque and suspension, if you're interested in Supra stuff. So, as I get run over, be sure to check out his videos. He's gonna make a couple. I'll have those linked in the description below. But I'm gonna leave him here and we're gonna go grab the new sliders. Alright guys, so back in the Jeep, we got the sliders in the back, which I'm excited to install. And Brian is back. He just got done driving the 2021 Supra. Hopefully you can see that.
You should be able to see it.
Let's see. Right there.
Right there.
So, what are your thoughts?
You guys will see that in tomorrow and the next day's video.
Yeah.
But I drove it.
Yeah.
It happened.
Awesome.
Now we're heading home to install the rock sliders.
And you know, this might be way easier than the Tacoma install.
Yeah, it's just running boards off, these on.
Alright guys, so we're home now and it's time to install these rock sliders that I bought. Kind of an impulse buy, kind of not. I got them for a really good price, I think, just over $200. And so we're going to be replacing these side steps that I'm pretty sure came factory. I'm not sure if the previous owner put those on or not.
They do have a Jeep logo, so they are at least OEM.
At least they are OEM.
Which those are for sale, so for one of you with a really base model without them, those are really nice, you know, normal steps.
So if anyone wants those, yeah. So these are my new rock sliders. I got these from a guy who took them off of his, I think it was a 2020 Rubicon, so they only have like 100 miles on them before he decided to get a different brand. So these are actually what you get from the factory, and it's kind of an in-between this and a frame-mounted rock slider. So these are going to attach to the same mounting points as these ones, as I'll show you. So while we're not true factory, or what am I trying to say?
They're not like true
frame-mounted sliders.
Yeah.
At least they're going to give us a lot more protection than this plastic here. So now what we have to do, let's start on the other side since I have this one laid out. There are only 16 bolts that hold this in place. So Brian, if you want to try to get the camera up underneath.
And one thing to notice, this actual bracket is actually a composite plastic. So these are mainly for steps. These are not designed for, you know, any kind of impact or anything like that. So I wouldn't recommend the running boards if you actually are going to go off-roading.
Hey, guess what size they are?
10.
Yeah.
Everything's a 10.
Everything's a 10.
So while he's getting these bolts off, you can see this is where it actually bolts into this pinch seam of the cab, I guess you could call it. And then here's the plastic portion that connects the actual step to then part of the actual unibody or body panels of the truck. So the frame is back here. These are bolted onto this portion of the red.
So I still feel like it's going to give us better protection at least.
Yeah. And there's a lot of surface area to be dispersed around, and the new things are steel, and these are steel now instead of plastic. So it's not, you know, it's not nothing. Yeah. But I can see why Rubicon owners would be upgrading the factory rock rails to ones that are actually bolted and I said that weird. Bolted and drilled into the frame of the truck or the Jeep.
Like I did on the Tacoma.
Yeah, because that's going to give it to where all that weight coming down is literally on this super, super strong steel versus semi-strong steel body panels. Well, that actually sounds like plastic. But, you know, these aren't the strongest body panels right here, comparing it to the frame, but, you know, it's a decent upgrade for at least what we're going to be doing right now.
Yeah.
And can always upgrade later.
At least going, yeah, I can always upgrade later.
It'll protect the Jeep for now.
All right, so with all those bolts out, there's actually 6 of them that hold this in, so it's actually not secure right now.
Yeah, you can see that.
There we go. All right, so, oh, and these rails are side specific too.
Oh yeah?
So there's a driver and passenger side.
Oh yeah, you can see the larger thing.
What?
So these are 100% plastic actually.
Yeah, so take a look at those and I'll figure out which side goes where.
But still, you know, great for side steps. So if any of you do have a Jeep that doesn't have anything on the side, you know, this is still a great running board to get. So we got a composite bracket, and this is the only piece of metal right there. So here's the new one.
This says R, should be passenger side.
Yeah. So this is all made out of metal, and is it steel?
It is steel. It's just like a normal rock slider.
So I would assume it's this thick steel, so decent. So the brackets are a little bit more durable, and this is more durable, and it's all the way around, right? It's not just hollow at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hollow tube, of course, this way, but all right. So decent look overall. And yeah, again, they're definitely not as durable as the ones we have on the Tacoma, which are bolted and really bolted to the frame.
Yeah.
And you know, you have much thinner screws here, and then these ones, which are right here, holding it. So it'll be interesting to test these out and to see how well they hold up if you actually smash on a rock.
Yeah. We'll maybe have to try to test it.
Yeah. Not to say they're bad, and I think they'll be great for the time being, but I will say, as far as a factory, you know, big old Rubicon rock rail from the factory, kind of wimpy for Jeep being the off-road brand and saying these are what you get on the Rubicon. Kind of wimpy, not gonna lie, but I think for the time being, you know, still pretty decent for what you're gonna be using it for. They are mocked up. They look cool. I'm not gonna lie, they look very sleek with everything.
Let me get in 2 bolts just to make sure it doesn't fall on my face.
Yeah, so now it's nice and flush to the body panel here. And then they come right here. I wonder if eventually this would actually rub if you had massive tires on a Rubicon. But they fit, obviously. All right, so underside, we're just getting all these bolts in, so as you can see what we got going on. So yeah, super easy installation. Anybody can do this. And I guess one thing kind of nice to notice, it even has spots right here that will cover up this pinch seam to maybe help a little bit, you know, better with some durability down here, and maybe even like a hole for, I don't even know, like a step or something. But you know, it'll do a good job protecting the underside at least. Maybe not like crazy weight, but not too bad.
We don't drop on a lot of stuff anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. It'll protect the body, but it's bolted to the body as well, which, you know, is what it is. But we'll see. We'll see how they do. They're close to the body as well, so any flex, I don't know how it'll do.
Alright guys, so looking at the camera now, that took us like 5 minutes, right? It was about 5, almost 6 minutes to do one side. Of course, double teaming it has helped. But there's the new look, or the new mod, that I bought off of Marketplace for the Jeep. Now, we will be going off-road in the next couple days, so from today's video, probably within a week or so, those videos will be going up. Taking this off-road stock and also comparing it to the Tacoma. We're bringing both vehicles, so that's going to be an awesome adventure time just to see how well this does stock. So that's a big reason why I wanted to get rid of these side steps and get some extra protection just in the stock form. I don't know how the ground clearance is going to do. I think this is actually as good as the Tacoma.
Yeah.
We haven't measured.
Yeah, and at least this is out of the way.
Yeah.
These are way lower.
So just to show you what I'd like to get at some point, these are my frame mounted sliders on the Tacoma, and I've actually used them. I've had the whole weight of the truck on them, so at some point, like we've already said in today's video, we'll be upgrading and getting them more beefy. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is the beginning of the Jeep mod videos or project. that we have going on. So be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for more Jeep videos, Tacoma videos, and everything we have in the garage there. We'll see you guys in the next video.